Yo, 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 it's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. Stupid people. Damn that shit. Oh no. Hey Santina, how you doing? You alright, sweetie? Hope you had a good weekend. Weekend went by too fast. I've been okay. Been busy. Been busy with work. So when I do get a chance to come on here, I come on, but I've just been busy, which is good. Busy. Just working home and just staying out of trouble, staying positive, and trying not to worry about anybody but myself. It's the best way. All right, Cynthia, and I just got your donation that says what to come in the next 30 days. All right, let's check. All right, let's check what we got in the next 30 days. check. Okay. All right, I got good cards here, which is good. In the next 30 days, you can expect like to be around your mom, your sister, your friends that are women. You can also be like an influence to them, or they can be influenced to you. Um, I can see that you're going to be motivated to do things, but whatever you're trying to do, don't live like a fantasy. Don't think it's like a fantasy, or like use your imagination, but don't imagine things that you know that ain't gonna happen. Like be real about things. You can have wishful thinking, but don't appear to don't think that something is really true until you do your research. Or if there is a person that if there's a person that you see and they show you that they're real, then okay. Even if they show you that you're real, let them prove that that they're real. You know what I mean? So don't be fooled by this person. Um, it looks like problems will be solved over the next 10 days to 30 days. Problems will be solved. Anything that you're going through, the outcome will be for the better, not for the worse. But like whatever, this is your destiny talking, like spirits saying that your destiny is to figure out things so you're not fooled by anyone. And there could be like an offer of like some person, a guy could be offering to take you out to do more things with you. This person could approach you, they're attracted to you. They might like ask you to go somewhere or give you an opportunity or an invite. The person seems to be cool, but they're emotional at the same time. And this could be the person that appears to be decent, but don't be fooled by their, suave ways and their charm and their things like that. Allow this person to like prove that they're worthy of being around you or being in your space. But otherwise, that in the next 30 days, like some unexpected things might occur, but it's not like something that's bad. It's a cycle where there's attachments, there's like going on and off, feelings and emotions and things like that. But like, even though the person might appear to be impressive, they still might not have no real oomph. Like, you know what I mean? Like they don't have like the balls to like really say and do what they want or they need. But the person doesn't seem to be, bad. It's just that the person seems to be still out of sync with who they are. So they might need time. But there will be a lot of action coming your way, and a lot of things will be happening. Like all your close girl, women friends will be noticing the way you are and noticing how you are. Um, but whatever you're wishing for and whatever you want, it could be like success in the future after the 30 days. But try not to like think that everything's gonna happen all in one day or 1 week or 30 days. Just like wish for things that wish and do things that you know are real and not like an illusion to you. You know what I mean? Like, how like back in the day they would say like a mirage, like you would walk up to like the water and it wasn't there and it just be dry. Like that's what spirit shows me. Like don't think that, yeah, be in reality. Like, don't live in fantasy world. Like you can fantasize or whatever, you can do whatever, like, but don't like take it literally, like, and say, yeah, this is real. Just like give it time in anything. It doesn't matter, love, like work, whatever it is. Just like even like people's attitudes, and if it seems too good to be true, it is. But the women around you will be very significant for you in the next 30 days. And like if there's a man in your life right now, he's attracted to you and he thinks that there's compatibility between you and him, but like don't allow him to like fool you with his charm and things like that. Like he's still got a lot to show, but he needs to show it. Don't allow him to like get it over easy. But at the same time, there's nothing bad. All good stuff. I still see like a woman in spirit around you with short hair, and she's like, yeah, like this man around you, like in your physical presence, he might not be able to control his emotions and stuff, but she doesn't really like the guy, but she's rolling her eyes like, oh God, you know. She has those facial expressions like, you dreamed about her, yeah. Yeah, she's in your energy, that's for sure. Cause like she seems very serious, but like she doesn't want you to like go above and beyond to do what you have to do. She just says keep. She's going like she's talking with her hands, and she's like, just keep things going. Yeah. Like, do you have like a chair in your room in like the corner, or somewhere where she like can sit in the corner? Because that's like where I see her. I see her sitting on a chair. I actually see her sitting on like a chair, like a stool, a chair, or something like, yeah. And I see like a fan, like one of those portable fans. She's she seems very serious. Yeah. Yeah, I can see where she is. They show me where they are. So if I can see the spirit, they show me where they are. They show me everything. Like they show me exactly where they're sitting, where they are, what's around them, like significant things. Yeah, I can see the seriousness in her. Like I see a lot of seriousness. Yeah. Well, you said she was in my room in my dream, so there you go. She just pretty much showed me, but she seems very serious, but like in the beginning when I first saw her, like she kind of gave me like a little smirk, as if to say, here I am. And she rolled her eyes, and then I was like, okay. So maybe she's not like completely like an enthusiastic type of person, but like she probably thinks that, hey Philomena, how you doing? I got your donation. You can ask your question when you're ready. But yeah, she seems like, like a serious person, and she seems like she doesn't have anything bad to say. But I think that she's worried about you. Like she doesn't want nothing bad to happen to you. But nothing is bad. Like she doesn't show me anything bad. She just said just live in reality. Looks like she had problems breathing. I see her like she's showing me like she had problems breathing or something like that. You had something on. It's either you had problems breathing or she did. All right, Philomena, you said, what are Mr. W's intentions for me? All right. All right, Philomena, what I'm getting here is his intentions towards you is to like find out what possibilities he has when it concerns you. He thinks you're hiding your emotions. He thinks you have common sense, but he thinks that you restrain yourself from being with him or like trying to like know him and stuff like that. Like he wants to like be more enthusiastic towards you and he wants to like begin something with you and have something with you, but he just has like this. I think it's more of an obsession and more of him like being thoughtless and say, yeah, well, whatever happens, happens. I'm not really worried about her like that. But I think what he's hiding from you is that he's broke or he doesn't have the money he says he does. Or he like gambles or he takes risks and like he just like doesn't know what to do because he doesn't have any money or he doesn't know how to explain to you that he's broke or he gambles or he has a problem or he takes chances with money, and that's why he doesn't really want to that's what he's hiding from you, is that he doesn't really have money, and if he says he does, he's probably lying. um Looks like he's working on a new job, where he wants to like do something, but he wants the possibility of doing it, but whether or not he does and begins it, that's all depends on him. He seems like a person that takes risks, but he takes the wrong risks. But I think he's hiding. He thinks that you're hiding your emotions from him, like you're not telling him how much you like him or what you think about him, like stuff like that. Hey Sandra, how you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, I mean, I don't really get player type stuff, but I just think that if you don't really like, so I'll put it to you this way, Philomena. If you're not like, if you don't have like hoish tendencies, is what I call it, or you're like not like showing any effort to him, and you're not like willing to have anything with him, then he's gonna be like whatever, like he's not gonna think about you like that if you're not really putting out. So it seems like that's all. That's probably all he wants. But even it's not so much the player tendency I see. It's the he's lying about what he has. So if he tells you, yeah, I got this, I got that, I got money, I'm balling, it's all bullshit. So looks like he has all these ideas and he might run these ideas to you and around you and say things that he wants to do, but really he don't do none of that shit. Like he's pretty much like a person that lacks conviction of doing things, and he has all this incomplete shit he has to do and he doesn't do it. He just does a little bit and does whatever he can. Like he might look extravagant and have like things, but like yeah. Well, your intuition is right. He doesn't seem like a person that's really um you know He's looking for a possibility to be with you, but not in that way, not in the way you want it to be. And he thinks that you restrain yourself, like, you hold back, because that's why, he's like, probably like, yeah, she ain't gonna give me nothing. So I'm going about my business. So it doesn't look like he's a good choice. His intentions for you is thoughtless. He doesn't really care. He doesn't have any real decent intentions. Like, if you're not giving him any coochie or any money, then he don't want nothing to do with you, pretty much. So your intuition is good. Keep it that way. If you feel that, I tell everybody, as soon as you go to your intuition, it's right. Once you doubt it, then you get yourself in trouble. So, unfortunately, not everybody is safe to be around or be with. And unfortunately, we always have to go through this to get to the right person. But yeah, looks like he's got money problems, Philomena. Like, he might be a fake baller and a player, and just somebody who just talks to hurt himself. Sandra, how's it going, sweetie? You all right? You're welcome. No problem. Just make sure you follow your intuition with that. Don't let them fool you. And it's the retrograde still, so people are gonna be acting like stupid and shit. So it's always that a lot of people always seems like there's nobody decent left in this world. Sometimes that's what I think. Sometimes I hate to say that, but sometimes it's true. I tell people all the time, if I wanted a hoe, there would be no problem. But if I want a housewife, they're already gone. You know such thing. But there is people out there who just don't know where they are. Sometimes it's very difficult to find somebody a decent partner. And then if you find that partner, sometimes they might be decent for 5 years and then switch up. You're good. That's good, sweetheart. Good to hear. If you want a message, I'll give you one. But some people just don't learn. Some people choose wrongly. I know a lot of people that have been together for over 20 years and just getting a divorce. Like, I couldn't imagine being with somebody for 20 years and then saying, okay, I don't love you anymore and I want a divorce and I want to, like, go be with somebody else. I couldn't imagine somebody doing that to me or me doing that to somebody. Like, if you're together that long, something was right, I guess. No, fucking. I know a few people that have been together for over 20 years and have issues. Like, I can't do that. Fuck. That's crazy. I don't know how people do that shit. I'm the type of person, if I'm with somebody for like, a couple months, couple years, and then you go into like 5, 10 years, like, I'm gonna try and make it better and better. I'm gonna try and make it worth it. So there's always something better. Like, every year it'll get better. It should be. Shouldn't be getting worse every fucking year. I don't understand people. Like, I don't understand why you get together with somebody. Then why the fuck you get married for? That shit don't make no sense, yo. I don't know what's wrong with these people. That's why I'll stay single in the meantime. Time to be dealing with no idiots. All right, I got Spirit Animal Oracle cards today. I bring this deck out. I haven't used this thing for like a year. All right, Sandra, let's see what we got for you, sweetie. card. All right, number 49. Let me see where it is in the book. Here we go. All right, your card, Sandra, is Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. And this card says, vulnerability is required of you now, even if you don't feel safe. Act as if you trust that you will be okay, and soon you will be okay. To create is to take risks. So at this fortunate, fertile time, banish your fears and recognize real security is emerging yourself in process of co-creation. It is okay to admit that you really don't know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. This is where curiosity is now knowing that it's wonderful to be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful now, admitting you are beginning of something. Come on out and let the sun nurture light because it's time for the birth of something new. So this is saying that if you have new ideas, Spirit's going to co-create with you and make this happen. You have to be vulnerable to this idea, and you got to banish your fears and make sure that you don't fear this any longer, that you do it, be playful, admit that, you want to do something new. You want to have something new. So it's a wonderful thing. Just keep your state of mind on the right track and keep believing that it's going to happen and don't fear it isn't. So this is a lucky time for you. So something lucky is going to happen. Something good is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. So that's a good message. It's nice. It means that they're working on something for you. And this is a good time to do new things anyway. A lot of people don't like to do new things, but if you choose to do something new, it'll work in your favor. All right, Sandra. What the fuck is this? Some stupid update thing. Let me see. 19. I saw a hawk yesterday, and I don't really see hawks in Bermuda. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. That's a good card to get, especially if that resonates. If you want to do something new, they're saying go for it. Don't hold back. I saw a lot of signs today. I saw a hawk yesterday fly over me. And I don't even see hawks in Bermuda. We don't even have those type of birds here, but I guess we do. I saw it. I couldn't believe what I saw. I was like, what the fuck? Flew right above me, up in the air, obviously way up in the air, but I filmed it. I was like, what? I thought it was a drone. That's how big it was. It was bigger than a damn drone. I'm like, what the fuck type of bird is this? I'm like filming it, and it got closer. And then I zoomed in on it. I said, that's like an eagle or something. So then I looked at the images online, and I was like, no, this is a hawk, because the way the feathers was. And I zoomed in, I caught it, took a picture of it, and I filmed it. And it was fast. It came across me like, and I was like, oh shit. And then today, I was cleaning the pool, and I took the top off, the circle top off, the drain section. And as I took the cover off and I flipped it over and put it on the ground so I can, take the basket out and take the leaves out, a ladybug was right there. And I was like, I don't even see ladybugs that often. I don't see hawks, I don't see ladybugs, and I saw one within 24 hours apart of each. And then I go to open up my shutters on this window right behind me. I open up the shutter, and a white feather was on the ground. And I'm like, we ain't got no damn white birds around here. Oh, these birds around here are brown, black, blue, red. I ain't never seen no damn white birds around here, or no birds that got white feathers. So I'm like all confused and saying to myself, this is like three spirit like signs all in within 24 hours. And I was like baffled. Like I'm like, something good's gonna happen to me. Something's gonna happen. Because if I saw all three of those things, things that I normally don't see, like I'm saying to myself, oh shit, something's about to go down. So, and I believe in all this, like, signs and things and symbols all the time. So it's nice to like see things like that I normally don't see. I mean, usually I see numbers and things like that. Instead of seeing numbers, I see symbols, and seeing that hawk yesterday fly over me. I was like, this is crazy. I've never seen a bird like this in Bermuda in my life. I never knew we don't even have those birds here. No one even talks about that. But apparently he's here. This hawk is here, this bird. So I've never seen one here up close, but he flew right above me and he was fast. I was fascinated by on how, yeah, it is a message. Um the hawk is actually in the Bible as well, so it's something significant. So it's good. I mean, even when I opened up my shutter right there and I saw the feather on the ground, I was like, what the heck? So, and then when I went outside to go see it, about 20 minutes after that, it was gone. And the ladybug was on the flip side of the actual thing, looked like it was trapped. So I like kind of like shoved it off the little piece, and I was like, go ahead, fly away, ladybug, you're free. But it's weird. It's I always believe in messages from spirit and things like that. So it was nice to see. It's nice to know spirits got my back all the time. When people tell me they see things, like I'm like, oh yeah, I believe it. So it was interesting. Oh, I got three signs, three symbols and signs within a matter of 24 hours, less than 24 hours. So something's about to go down. Something's gonna happen. Hopefully, it's really good. Because for me to see good things, good messages, something good's gonna happen, which I know it will. So I really hope so. Yeah, it is. It is very interesting. It's something that has never happened to me before. Like even I mean, ladybug, I've seen them here and there. White feathers, I see them here and there. But the hawk blew my mind. I have the video on my phone, and I have like the actual picture of the hawk, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I googled that shit, and I was like, I've never seen one of these birds up close before, especially here. Like, you don't see that type of thing here. Like, see the bird, look, see the hawk, look. It's a big ass hawk. See how it's like his feathers and his wings and shit, and the sky was blue, was calm. It was weird. I'm like, what the heck is that? I was actually scared at first. I was like, what the hell is that? A plane? This thing was huge because we don't have big ass birds here at all. None. There's no eagles and hawks around here, you know? So I find it very interesting. And it was weird because he flew right above me. He was going around in circles when I first saw him. Then he turned around, he flew, and he glided right across me, and he went into like the sun's reflection. And then he went around, circled off, and then flew off again towards the ocean. And I'm like, what the heck am I just watching just now? Even when I videotaped it, I was like, what the fuck is that? That's what you hear in the video. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the heck am I watching here? I thought it was like a drone or like somebody like, with a fake bird or something like that. And the wingspan on it was ridiculous. And he was fast. I couldn't believe how fast it was. I never really heard of anybody talk about it here like that. So yeah, it was amazing. I still can't get over it. I've been telling everybody, like, have you guys ever seen a hawk in Bermuda? And they're like, no. You sure it was a hawk? I'm like, look, man, that thing was a damn hawk. I Googled that shit and I went to go look. I thought it was an eagle, but it weren't no eagle. The way the wings are on that picture, it's just like a hawk. It's called a red shoulder hawk or whatever it is. And I'm like, of all my years living here, I've lived here my whole life. And I've never seen a bird that big. Never. Here in Bermuda. Never. I've seen birds away and stuff, but not here. Not like that. So it was very interesting. I mean, I know hawks can fly anywhere. Birds fly, so they can fly anywhere, really. But how it got here, Lord knows. I don't know. Because sometimes, like, when, a hawk can go on a boat and just like go on like a container boat and just sit there, in the weather and hide. And then, when the boat comes to Bermuda, he can just fly off the boat and go about his business. You know what I'm saying? So they can get here. Animals can transfer to wherever they want. They're smart, especially if there's bad weather. They'll hide underneath a container in a boat, and when they get to the destination, they just fly around and they got a new home. But he was way, way up in the sky. I was like, holy shit. It was weird because I just got home. I went to go see my dog, and I was right on the grass, and I just happened to look up because I was like, what the hell is that? Because it was so big. And I was just like, wow, this is cool. So then I Googled it about spirit messages, and it was a really good message. I went and looked at all my spirit cards and checking it all out and saying, what the hell does that mean? And it's very significant when a bird flies over you, it means more. If they fly like around and stuff, it don't really mean that much. But when they actually fly right above you or right in front of you or to you, it means something. So I was like, okay, let me go in front of the computer and go check. So I'm excited to see what it brings. So, and like I said, then it was the feather and the ladybug. All powerful meanings, all good things, all spiritual things. So it's good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to my blessings. I believe I deserve some blessings after everything I've been through and everything I've done, and how much I've helped everybody and myself. I don't look for praise or look for like rewards, but eventually it comes. And even if nothing happens, I just know spirits got my back, so that's a good thing. For those things to happen, it means they got your back, which I know they got my back. So that's all that matters, really. So yeah, that's how my weekend went. If anybody listens to this story later on when you're watching or whatever, I think it was pretty cool. If anybody has any information on hawks, I would like to know. I don't really know anything about hawks. And every time I do a live during the day, Every time I do a live during the day, you hear the birds in the background, and people always like, "You got birds everywhere, Mark." I'm like, "Yep, there's birds all the time around here." But never ever like the crow is probably the biggest bird that's around here is a crow, which is like probably a foot long, a foot wide, maybe a little bit bigger. But this thing was huge. I was like, "What the heck is that?" Yeah, I want it. I hope it is. I want it to be Sandra. I want it to be something great. That would be great for me. I would enjoy that. I don't really, look for anything amazing or crazy or really, really good. Because, as long as I'm healthy and I'm here talking to you and everybody and I'm not in the hospital dying, I think that's the biggest blessing ever. And like I heard the other day, some people say once you leave home, coming back home is a blessing. And I'm like, yeah, isn't that right? Because when you leave home, something can happen. You never come back home. So coming back home and walking through that door is a blessing every day. And I agree. So as long as that's happening, I'm happy. And obviously I want my parents to be safe and my family, most of all me and everybody who comes in there. I wish everybody the best and I hope everybody has, all good things come to them. I really think that a lot of people deserve, some serious blessings this year because I think a lot of people have been through a lot of bullshit in the past few years with COVID and work and just like, love situations, just people in general going through a lot of bullshit. And I think a lot of people deserve some blessings. You know? But that's up to God. That's up to Spirit to do it. So we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. I really wish that everybody, gets what they want this year. Be careful what you wish for, but I only wish for things that are reality. Sometimes I always think about that genie in the bottle and if it ever appears, like it appears in movies and cartoons. If somebody gave me one wish, what would I do? If somebody gave me two wishes, what would I do? If somebody gave me three wishes, what would I do? What would I wish for? It's hard. There's a lot of things we can wish for. Tons of things. I know a lot of people wish for money and things like that. I don't really care about that shit. Like money is cool and all that, but I just wish to be healthy. That's all. Being sick is no fun. That'll be my first wish, just to be healthy for years to come. I think that's a good wish. You could wish for money, fame, house, wife, husband, children. But I think a lot of people forget that you can have all those things and be sick. So the first thing you should do is ask for your health. So that way, you're healthy to enjoy the wishes that you ask for. So my first wish would probably be to be healthy. not have no operations and no bad problems for the umpteen years to come. It's quiet in here tonight. I guess Monday night everybody's chilling. I keep forgetting today is Monday night. Well, it's time. I think it's time for me to go to sleep. I've been on here for almost an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna go too, sweetheart. I'm gonna go. It's 11, almost 11:30 here. You too. It's good seeing you. Wish you a great week and a wonderful evening as well. No problem, sweetie. Take care.